I'm going to go back right here. Where's your microphone? Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Jessica.
Jared.
I have a kind of a question, like kind of far back, but I just want
I'll have kind of an answer back for you.
I just want to know, what was your favorite moment working on Gilmore Girls?
What? What do you mean? What was that? My favorite moment working on Gilmore Girls. Wow, that's going way back. I'm 29 now.
Can I tell you what my favorite moment of you working on Gilmore Girls was? It was Jared Падалеки beating me out for that role.
No.
Oh, it's true. It wasn't meant to be. It was meant to be yours. And you did fantastic. And I'm still bitter.
Thanks.
What was your favorite moment, Jared?
Beating you out for the role. I didn't know that. You would have been tremendous.
I auditioned for it. I don't know. I don't even think I ended up testing for it. But I remember hearing that Jared Падалеки had gotten the role. And then we ended up playing
Is that when you made the voodoo doll?
Yes, exactly. No, but then we ended up meeting each other.
Well, you did all right. I
think I've done okay.
You're on a massive show on a huge network.
Well, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that's really funny. I didn't know that. That having been said, in all seriousness, I want to say my favorite moment on Gilmore Girls. God, that was going way back. Do you have one? Fighting Tristan, I think. Oh, yeah. You know what? Okay, here's your answer. This is going way back. I liked the season finale when I drove the truck to Chilton. Is that the name of the street? Isn't that a cheese? Still, that's what I said. Don't objectify me. I'm just kidding. So that or the Jess Dean fight scene. Yeah. That I liked because Milo's a great guy. He's a buddy of mine. But he and I had this massive fight scene to film, and I had just hurt my hip, and I literally, when they'd call cut, they would bring crutches to me to walk up, because Jared was hurt. Yeah, Jared was hurt. Jared was shooting MacGyver and hurt himself. Yeah. Whoa, what are you talking about? Get out of here. Calm down over there in the dark. So I had hurt myself rappelling off a cliff from MacGyver, and I was so hurt that I was on all sorts of like hospital drugs. Yeah. And milk. Just kidding. But yeah, probably those two things stick out in my mind. Thank you for your question. I'll go back to the dark because I see a paddle of Chris. Should have been Jensen. Oh, you don't even. You were faking me out. You bluffed me. She bluffed. Okay, fine. Oh, I see.
Hi, I'm Liz.
Hi.
You film in Vancouver, and
yes. Okay. To the.
The Vancouver Canucks were actually just robbed of a Stanley Cup title, and. Hey.
Oh yeah, fight. We can get a fight going on
my
here.
God, this is gnarly. This is gnarly.
Zach, turn the cameras. Turn the cameras.
Do you follow hockey up there at all? I know it's pretty big in Canada, but
I follow hockey enough. I am a fan of hockey, let it be said. I didn't grow up with hockey, so I don't watch it religiously. I was out of the country when the city of Vancouver decided to flip over police cars and stuff. Y'all remember that. But I do watch hockey. I've been to a few games, and I enjoy it a lot. But I don't really. All I know is that one time I was at the Sutton Place in Vancouver, the hotel. That's where I live. Anybody in Vancouver? Okay, the Sutton Place is where they send all the actors to go shoot TV shows, because there's like an apartment side and a hotel side. So there's room service and a bar and stuff. And where was I going with this? So there's a bar and a thing and hockey, yeah. Yeah, I like hockey. No, I was at the Sutton Place for a Sunday buffet. Or my family was in town. We were going for a buffet on the Sutton Place. It's a good buffet, chocolate and stuff like that. And there was a girl next to me who, no exaggeration. May I open this?
Go ahead. It's for you.
It's good. She was probably 5'3", and this was her wedding ring. I mean, it was like the Klockman diamond on her ring, and I remember being blinded and kind of going, "What in the world?" And then the hostess came up and went, "Mrs. Luongo, your table's ready." I was like, "Ah, Roberto Luongo, the goalie of the Canucks." It was his wife, and I was like, "Way to go, Roberto Luongo." Make me feel really bad about myself. But that's my best Vancouver hockey story. I should have just said yes, huh? Y'all tricked me over there in the dark. I'll go back over this way. I see gentleman in the glasses. You keep hiding on me. I'm trying to make it much more miserable. Like, I want to see you crowd surf to the next question.
I'm Bob. Nice to meet you.
Jared.
My wife and I are big fans of the show. And
My wife and you?
I'm a wife.
Wait a second,
And
Bob.
your wife, too?
Wait, you're
Your
Bob?
Where? Who's Bob? Actually, my question is, what's it like to be in episodes that are directed by Jensen?
Okay.
If so, how is it being directed by Jensen?
It's great. I mean, touching back on earlier where I talk about how we're such great buddies, he's a really close friend of mine now. And so he and I have been through a lot together, through crazy highs and crazy lows and just the mundane existence of reality. That having been said, we know how to talk to each other. So we can talk to him as a friend. And also, I don't know, Zach, you answer. Do you have actors that direct ever on Chuck?
I've directed a couple episodes on Chuck.
Amazing. But have you ever been... That's what we call a trump card, ladies and gentlemen. No, have you ever been directed by an actor, though?
Yeah, well, we've had... I feel like I should... hold on, I'm just going to step up here with you.
Yes, please do.
Thank you.
This is my fan, though, so please don't.
No. I would never touch your fan.
Thank you. I've kissed it.
I have my own fans.
There.
And some of them are here now. I went barefoot as I came back. I was it's kind of nice. It's liberating. No, we've had a lot of. Have you ever? We have directors. Our directing producer, Robbie Duncan McNeil. He's kind of like.
Y'all stole Robert Duncan McNeil? Dude, he did
not.
Skin.
I don't want to get into it.
Y'all stole Robbie?
What? Yeah, what?
How dare you?
Well,
Dang.
we were that hit show
Good
on a
for
big
y'all.
network television. You know what I mean? That's what happened. It was a steady gig. Oh, please. Oh, please. You open this can of worms.
I'm playing the bullied card right now.
Yeah, do it. Oh, jeez. Oh, guys.
Zach, please stop.
Stop hiding behind the chair. You could beat the crap out of me. But yeah, so Robbie, are any of you guys Star Trek fans, Voyager fans? So Robbie was Paris. Robbie was, he was Tom Paris. And so he came, well, he was also in Masters of the Universe, if you guys remember that little gem.
And how could you not?
How could you not? Dolph Lundgren? Oh, come on. All right, one Dolph Lundgren fan. Dolph Lundgren was on Chuck. It was so ridiculous. It was awesome. So... because I got to bring it back to Chuck. Anyway,
what was the character's name?
Robbie, what was that? I don't know. So Robbie, Avi was, he had an extensive acting background, and I find, look, directors come from all different backgrounds, as you know. Some of them start as DPs, some of them start as PAs, and they work all the way up, and ADs, and there's all kinds of different paths to take: writers, producers, and actors. And I think they all have their different strong suits. I really love directors that came from an acting standpoint or an acting background, because they get us. They understand the ups and downs of the journey that we go on, and they know how to speak to us in certain ways that other people might not. But not to say that other directors aren't solid and awesome and all that. But we've had a couple. Jay Chandrasekhar of Broken Lizard and all that. He's come and done. Yeah, I'll let him know. That you love him, but he's also done some episodes with us. So, and I find directing my cast members on Chuck is both incredibly fun, but also very challenging because we know each other so well. Maybe you can speak to this, and then I'm going to get off the stage.
Thank you.
Of course.
Watch out for that step.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
Yeah. They put white tape around it so you wouldn't.
Just to make sure. Just to make sure.
Yeah.
But it is it is a challenge. It is a challenge because you are so close and you are such good friends, and you like. How do you be like? So listen, Josh, this is what I need. You know, you can't do that. And plus, you know, you've been doing it for years, so what? You can't reinvent the wheel. You want people to do what they do. So I could imagine there's a definite dance that you guys have to do as being very good friends and coworkers. And
you know what?
having
Maybe the difference is for us was that he had been my co-star for so long, so that because when we would do, if we're doing a scene together, and we've done it for years, then even as an actor, you're gonna go like, hey man, give it to me so I can give it to you back, kind of thing. Like really, like I want to like Sam breaks at the end of the scene, so like prod me, goad me, and so we had talked to each other as fellow actors for so long. Not just in what he said about actors, and Robbie Duncan McNeil had directed one of our shows. We loved him. He was a ex-actor, current actor, but he now is doing most of the directing. But I love the way they understand acting because they won't say something like, "That was good. Maybe kick up the energy." Kick up the energy. Like, am I like whizzing my pants or like? Do you want me to shift or like giggle? Do you want me to like have a tick? Like, what does kick up the energy mean? Whereas Jensen would say something like, "Hey man. Remember, Sam and Dean have 1 hour to get from here to there and then come back." And so just something that little. He's not like, "Listen, man, be more good, less bad."
That's my favorite note. Suck less.
Yeah, suck less.
Suck less. Yeah. That's the best.
Suck less and more good, less bad are probably my favorite. But he was able to speak to me as an actor as we had in the past. So I really enjoyed it because he's such a close friend of mine, I guess, and a fellow actor that if he would say like, "Hey, man, Sam just found, or Chuck just found out he has demon blood," you know, then you're like, "Oh yeah," like something that.
Stop with the spoilers, Jared. You didn't hear that.
Yeah, guys, rewind the tapes. So for me, it was actually great. So now you have two actors quoting how directors are. Thank you, Zach.
You're welcome. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Bob. I'm going to go with the red band on the right arm because you had two hands up. And yes, she had both hands up. That was commitment.
Hello.
Hi.
So I was